Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to our bid to find baseball's greatest team. Today we have the 92 Blue Jays up against the 1973 Oakland A's. And this is what's going to be our first look at the Toronto side. So in regular seasons, they went 96 and 66. And the A's went 94 and 68. So very, very similar records for both sides. And I will say that the Oakland side has come through and into a franchise playoff. If you want to have a look at that, then I'll leave a link in top of the description down below. The Blue Jays, though, this was their side that got put forward. So it's a one-off game. It is default to modern era strategies. We have World Series rosters if available, and if not, I think it defaults to opening day. There will be no injuries. So let's go check these rosters. So here we go. These are both teams' rosters with their stats from their particular season. As ever, if you want to have a bit of a longer look, just give the video a pause. You can zoom in. I've put myself in the middle, so I'm not going to be in the way of any stats. And yeah, while you guys do that, if you wish, I'm going to go and check the starting lineups. Now, as I said before, this is the first time that we have seen this Toronto side, so let's have a look at it. It is Roberto Alomar leading things off at second base. Devin White in center field bats second. John Olerud, now, of course, we saw him for the Mariners an episode or two ago. He is at first base batting three. Joe Carter cleans up in right field. Candy Maldonado got some time off from the strip club to play this one. He's in left field batting five. Candy is not a very masculine name, is it? Kelly Gruber at third base bat six. It is Alfredo Griffin shortstopping at seven. Pat Borders is catching at eight. And David Cone, he is the pitcher at batting nine, of course. Over to the A's. We have seen these guys before. It is Bert Camporinis. Nailed it. He's batting leadoff at shortstop. It is Vic Davalillo. Oh, Jesus, I'm going well here, aren't I? He's at center field batting second. Joe Rudy in left field bats three. Reggie Jackson, he is cleaning up in right field. Sal Bando, third base bats five. Gene Tennis at catching at six. Then we've got Pat Bourque at first base batting seven. Dick Green at second base bats eight. And Ken Holtzman, he's pitching. So we are in Oakland for this one, and it is Roberto Alomar leading things off. As ever, massive thank you to all the channel members and Patreons that are scrolling across the bottom there. If you do enjoy the content and you are able to, there's links to all that in the description, and it is obviously greatly appreciated. As Roberto Alomar leads us off with a ground out to the third baseman. In comes Devin White now. It is an 0-1 pitch, and White hits it well into center field for a single. Just a nice little line drive over the infield in front of center field up, and a one-out single. In comes John Olerud. Now, when we saw him playing for the Mariners, did absolutely nothing, and he's not started this one off well, as he just lines it out there to left field, who barely has to move. So that is two down with a runner at first now for Joe Carter. An 0-2. Carter sends one straight up, and that'll do it for the top of the first. So the Jays go scoreless. And let's see what the A's have in store for us here. So Cone on the mound. It is Camporinis to the plate. It is a 1-2 pitch. And nowhere near that. That is one away. And it is Davalio. Davalio. That's probably how you say it. It is a just over the infield hit. And it'll be a one-out single. So, Joe Rudy now, what can he do? First pitch, Rudy. And it gets away from the catcher. As if you're new to the series, basically, if the catcher goes to get the ball, there is no ball. I don't know why it does it. If anybody knows how I can fix it, you can see there. If the catcher throws it, the ball's invisible, which is frustrating and annoying, and I wish the game would fix it, but nothing that I've figured out that I can do. As Reggie Jackson strikes out looking. So suddenly 2 on 2 out for Bando. And can he open the scoring? It is into center field. It looks like it's going to be very catchable. And that'll do it for the first. We are still scoreless. In comes Candy. An 0-2 pitch. And that will be a ground out to the second baseman for one away. In will come Kelly Gruber now. It is a 2-2 pitch. And that is straight up in the air. It will be an easy catch for the second baseman coming in. I mean, really, the pitcher could have just taken 2 steps to his right and caught that, but that's okay. Or is it his left? It's probably his left, isn't it? It is Griffin now. What can he do with a 2-1 pitch? He grounds it to the shortstop, and that will be the third out and be that. So we go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Tennis now will come in to lead things off. It is a 2-2 pitch. And it is a ground ball to the shortstop, and that will be 1 away. So early signs, we're going to have a pitcher's duel here. It is Pat Bourque coming up now, an 0-2 pitch. And that is a strikeout for 2 away. And it is Dickie Green, a 2-0 pitch, 2 out, none on, and Green grounds it to the third baseman to end the second. So no runs apiece, 1 hit apiece, and we go to the third. Borders now will come up to lead things off. It's an 0-1 pitch. And Borders grounds it to the second baseman for 1 away. It'll be Dave Cone, a 1-1 pitch. And he has shown the way. He gets it through and into left field for a 1-out single. Now I'm assuming he's not going to be the most athletic base runner. He's not. It's Roberto Alomar who's 0 for 1 coming in. It's a 1-0 pitch. And Alomar grounds it to the third baseman. That is a double play ball. And that'll do it for the top of the third. Alright, Holtzman, pitcher versus pitcher again. What can he do? It's a 2-2. And it's a strikeout for 1 away. In comes Camparinas now. He is 0 for 1 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. Camparinas, not even close. And that is 2 away now for DeValio, who is 1 for 1. It is a 1-2 pitch. It is popped up into right field for 2 away. So we go 3 away even. So we go to the fourth. Still scoreless. Devin White to lead us off. He's 1 for 1 today. It's a full count. And White draws the leadoff walk. In comes Olerud now. He is 0 for 1. It is a 2-2. Olerud has popped it up this time into right field. Runner will stay where he is. And that'll be 1 away. It'll bring up Joe Carter. He is 0 for 1 today. First pitch. Carter to first base. 1 away. Can they get the double play? Unlikely, and it doesn't happen. So runner will be at second with 2 away. And the Candyman at the plate. It is an 0-1 pitch. And it is popped up into right field to end the top of the fourth. We are still scoreless. And we'll go to the bottom of the inning with Joe Rudy to lead things off. He is 0 for 0. I think, did he walk last time up? I can't remember now. He's got a hit this time, though, straight up the middle. And a leadoff single. Reggie Jackson, 0 for 1 today. First pitch. There goes the runner. The invisible ball is thrown. And it doesn't get there in time. So runner at second now. A go-ahead run in scoring position with none out. Can Reggie Jackson drive it in? He can move it over to third. But that is it. So 1 away. But 90 feet for the first run. Bando comes in. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swing. Infield is in. And that is popped up. Is it deep enough to score the run up? Right field has it. Throws it in. It is not going to get there in time. It doesn't look like. And the 1973 Oakland A's have a lead. And with no one on, 2 out, it is Tennis to the plate. A 1-2 pitch. He has absolutely crushed that. And it's suddenly 2-0. That is a second decker. How far was that hit? It's over 400 feet, isn't it? 400 feet on the nose. And it is now 2-0 to the 1973 Oakland Athletics. And Cone will face Bourque, who is 0 for 1. It's a 1-2 pitch. And it's a strikeout that ends the bottom of the fourth, but not before we score 2 runs. So, Gruber now, who is 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. And that is into right field for a leadoff single. So now we have tying run at the plate in Alfie Griffin. He is 0 for 1. First pitch. Griffin up the middle. It is going to get over the center fielder. Over the second base, sorry, into center field. It is 2 on, none out, and Borders to the plate. He is 0 for 1. Pitcher bats next. Wonder what's going to happen with that. As it is popped straight up. Difficult choice here. Do you pinch hit? Because if Cone bats gets out, suddenly you've got 2 out. And indeed, they do pinch hit. So Dave Winfield will come up to the plate. Can he do something? It's a 2-0 pitch. Winfield, he's into a double play, has he? Cone could have done that. It's just 1 in the end. So runners at the corners with 2 away and Roberto Alomar to the plate. He is 0 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Roberto Alomar, it is over the shortstop. It drives in a run. It is now 2-1. Alomar's RBI single gets the Jays on the board. With 2 on, 2 out, it brings Devin White up. He is 1 for 1. It's a 1-1 pitch. It is into right field. That's going to drop in, and that will tie the game, surely. The runner rounds third, goes home. Devon's RBI single makes it 2-2. And this game has sprung to life. So Olerud now with 2 on, 2 out. A full count. And he has grounded it to the first baseman. And oh, the error! Pitcher covering first base. And he's dropped it. Loaded bases. 2 out. Carter to the plate. It's a full count. This is huge. Carter pops it up. As long as he can catch it, it'll end it. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Tied at 2. And new man on the mound will be Mark Ekhorn. And he's going to face Dickie Green. It is a 1-0 pitch. And it is a ground ball. The shortstop should have that for 1 away. In now will come Holtzman, the pitcher, of course. He is 0 for 1. It's a 1-2 pitch. And there's a strikeout for 2 away. And it brings Camparinas back up 0 for 2. It is a 1-2 pitch. Can we get a 1-2-3 inning out of the Jays? We can. So well done to Ekhorn on the mound. That was a nice way to start your outing. And it is the Candyman to lead things off. He is 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is hit into center field. Center field's going back. He'll get there. And that'll be 1 away. In comes Kelly Gruber now, who's 1 for 2. It's a full count. Gruber hits it into left field. Left field, oh, diving catch. Very nicely done by Rudy out there. That is 2 away for Alfredo Griffin. It's a 1-0. 2 out, no one on. And Griffin grounds it. Now this time, is it going to work? That's how you do it. So the top of the 6th is done. And also at the bottom of the 5th. I've lost track where we are. Top of the 6th. So Ekhorn will face Davalio, who is 1 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. It is hit straight through the infield into center field for a leadoff single. So that is 1 away. In comes Joe Rudy, who's 1 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. It's a ground ball. It could be a double play ball. 1, 2. And that is that. 2 out, none on all of a sudden. It's a tense game, this one, isn't it? I'm really enjoying it. It's Reggie Jackson who's 0 for 2. It's another 2-2 pitch. 2 out, no one on. Reggie Jackson strikes out. And that'll end the 6th. It is a 2-run game going into the 7th. A 2-2 game, I should say. And Pat Borders will lead things off. Yet to get a hit today. First pitch. And Borders grounds it to the shortstop for 1 away. So, do we pinch hit? We do. It's Eric Sprague coming up to bat. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Sprague hits it into center field very, very nicely indeed. Over center field. Hits the wall on the full. And Sprague with a 1-out double. Go ahead run in scoring position. Do the Jays... no, that was the pinch hit, wasn't it? That was the pitching slot. So it is Roberto Alomar, who is 1 for 3 already with an RBI today. A 2-2 pitch. And Alomar nowhere near it in truth. And that is 2 away, and it's up to Devon White, who is 2 for 2 with an RBI. Can he drive in the go-ahead run? It's a 0-2 pitch. And again, he's nowhere near it. And that'll do it. We will stretch. It's 2-2 between the 92 Jays and the 73 A's. All right, welcome back. It is Dwayne Ward coming onto the mound. He's going to face Sal Bando, who is 0 for 1 with an RBI. It's a 3-1 pitch. Is there going to be another run in the regulation innings, or are we going to have our first knockout game go to extra inning? It's a leadoff single. So the go-ahead run is on board in the bottom of the 7th. It is Tennis, who absolutely crushed one last time up. It's a 2-2 pitch. This time he watches strike 3 for 1 away. In will come Borque, who is 0 for 2. First pitch. That is line straight to the shortstop. A little bit unlucky there. That is 2 out, 1 at first for Dickie Green, who's 0 for 2. It's a 1-2. Green, no idea. Ends the inning. We'll go to the 8th, tied at 2. And it is Vida Blue. That's a great name, coming up to pitch. And he's going to face Olerud, who is 0 for 3. It is a 2-2 pitch. And it is a strikeout. I don't understand this guy. He wasn't good for the Mariners, and he's not being very good today either, is he? Joe Carter is 0 for 3. It is a 1-0 pitch. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop, so that'll be 2 away. It doesn't look like there's much here for the Jays. It is the Candyman who's over 3. It's a 2-0 pitch even. And that is another ground ball to the shortstop. It's another out at first. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 2. And Ward will continue to Jesus Alou, who is pitch hitting. It's a 2-2 pitch. And he strikes out for 1 away. In comes Camparinas. He is over 3. It's a 1-1 pitch. And he's hit it well into center field. Center field goes back though. Makes the catch. And that is 2 away. And it is Davilio who is 2 for 3. A 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. And that will be out. We will go to the 9th. And we are tied. Who's going through? Who's going out? Is it the Jays or the A's? And it is Rolly Fingers. That is one of the great names. I think he's in the Hall of Fame. And he should be with that name as well. And he could only be a pitcher with a nickname Rolly Fingers, or a name Rolly Fingers. I'm assuming one, if not both of those names, is a nickname. And he starts with a 3-pitch strikeout of Gruber. Alfredo Griffin to the plate. He's 1 for 3. It's a first pitch swing. And that is, well, here it's popped up in truth. And that'll be 2 away. And it's Pat Borders now, who is 0 for 3. It's a full count. And it is a walk, so the go-ahead run is on base, and it will be a pinch hit. Derek Bell will be doing the pinch hitting. It's an 0-1 pitch. Derek Bell, that's going to... Oh, it's straight to shortstop. And, well, the Jays, if they're going to win it, it won't be in 9. Can the A's win it in the bottom of the inning? It is Tom Henke to the mound. Joe Rudy is at the plate. He is 1 for 2. And it is a 2-2 pitch. And it is a strikeout to start off the inning, so 1 away. In comes Reggie Jackson, 0 for 3. Is it cometh the hour, cometh the man? It's a 2-1 pitch. Reggie Jackson gets one up the middle. And it is a 1-out single for Reggie Jackson. And can he be the winning run? It is Sal Bando who's 1 for 2 to the plate. Full count. Bando pops one up. So that'll be 2 away. And is there going to be anything here? It is Gene Tennis, 1 for 3. And what a one it was. A 3-1 pitch. Walk. So with 2 out, 2 on, go ahead, winning run in scoring position. It's Pat Bouquet to the plate. He is 0 for 3. It's a 1-0 pitch. Anything into the outfield is going to win it. It is center field. Center field is... Oh, it's a stunning diving catch by Devin White. And we are going to extra inning. And it is Roberto Alomar to lead us off. He is 1 for 4. Rolly Fingers will continue on the mound. And it is a first pitch swing. And he hits him. Well, that seemed a bit excessive. So the winning, well, the go-ahead run at this stage isn't it? Is on base. Devin White, after a stunning catch, comes up to bat. He is 2 for 3 today. Devin White, there goes Alomar. He's going to get there, uncontested. And we have that run to go ahead now in scoring position. An 0-1 pitch. Devin White's hit it into right field. It looked good for a second. But in truth, it was popped up. And it is 1 away. Runner stays at second. It is John Olerud, who is 0 for 4. They walk him. I would have pitched to him in truth. He's been terrible. 2 on, 1 out. And it is Carter to the plate. A 3-0. They're going to load the bases. No, they're not. That could be a double play. They get one. Oh, it's an error. They are going to load the bases. It's a bad throw from Dickie Green. And the Candyman with a chance to blow this game wide open. He's 0 for 4. It's an 0-2 pitch. And he struck out, so it's 2 out, loaded bases, top of the 10th. And it is Kelly Gruber to face Rolly Fingers. He is 1 for 4, is Gruber. It's an 0-1 pitch. He has hit it into center field. It's going to be very catchable, though. And the Jays leave them loaded in the top of the 10th. Well, well, well. Dick Green now with a chance to make up for the error. He's 0 for 3, but will lead off the inning. It is a full count. And it is a strikeout. So 1 away. Tom Henke will face the pinch-hitting Darren Johnson. It's a first pitch swing. He has hit it. He's hit it very well as Johnson just walked it off. Darren Johnson over the right field fence sends the 1973 Oakland A's through at the expense of the 92 Jays. 3-2 in 10. So a really good game that one, wasn't it? I enjoyed it. So it is the Athletics that go through, and they will face the winners of our next game, which is the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. Very much in here to make up the numbers. So we have 32 teams, and they will face the defending World Series champions in real life, the Texas Rangers. Now, we've not seen either of these teams, so who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be very, very exciting, though. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are as well. If you've enjoyed this one, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for the 55 Dodgers and the 23 Rangers. Take care.